Shifting focus to China, where with the rising security concerns over Tesla cars,
Tesla cars have been banned from this coastal district. They cannot enter the district for the next 2 months.
Elon Musk is in for a surprise as China, one of Tesla's largest markets, has unexpectedly banned Tesla cars from its roads. Starting July 1st, drivers in China will have to be cautious about where they drive, as Tesla vehicles will be prohibited from entering the coastal district of Bidir. This shocking move has left fans and industry experts buzzing with questions. What does this mean for Tesla's future? Is this a response to safety concerns or a calculated move by the Chinese government? Let's dive into the drama and unravel the implications of this surprising ban and what it could mean for Musk and his electric empire. Data security concerns in the digital age. With the rise of smart technologies like electric vehicles, data security is becoming an increasing concern, especially as electric cars are expected to make up a significant portion of all vehicles on the road in the future. One of the biggest worries involves how companies collect and use data. For instance, Tesla cars come equipped with advanced sensors and cameras that gather detailed information about their surroundings. While this technology enhances safety and navigation, it also raises questions about privacy. Imagine driving a car that constantly records everything around you. What happens to all that data? Who has access to it? These concerns are especially relevant in countries like China, where national security is paramount. Authorities are wary that sensitive information could be leaked or misused, potentially leading to security risks. As a result, foreign companies operating in China, like Tesla, are facing increasing scrutiny. Moreover, as electric vehicles become more popular, the data they generate will only grow. It's not just about where you drive, but also about your habits and preferences. Tesla's built-in cameras not only assist with driving, but also record footage while driving and parking. This personal data could be a valuable asset for companies, but it also poses a risk if it falls into the wrong hands. To address these concerns, it's crucial for companies like Tesla to be transparent about their data practices and build trust with consumers. In a world where privacy is increasingly valued, ensuring data security will be key to maintaining a safe and trustworthy environment for everyone. Geopolitical tensions and their impact. In recent years, geopolitical tensions have escalated, creating ripples across the globe. These tensions often arise from competing national interests and can have a significant impact on international trade, technology, and even consumer choices. One of the most talked about rivalries today is between the United States and China. Relations between the two countries have become increasingly strained, and in the latest development, Chinese diplomats have been given 72 hours to close their consulate in Houston, Texas. This competition isn't just about military strength, it also affects technology, economics, and even the electric vehicle industry. For instance, Tesla, one of the leading American electric car manufacturers, has thrived in China, one of its largest markets. However, as US-China relations deteriorate, the landscape for Tesla has changed dramatically. The recent ban on Tesla cars in China, based on concerns about the company's access to sensitive data, highlights how geopolitical tensions can affect even the most successful global businesses. These tensions can lead to protectionist policies, where countries prioritize their domestic industries over foreign competition. For companies like Tesla, this could mean not only challenges in terms of sales, but also difficulties in maintaining global supply chains. As alliances shift and rivalries intensify, businesses must quickly adapt to survive in this increasingly volatile environment. Consumer sentiment also plays a role, as people may support local brands over foreign ones due to national pride or security concerns. As geopolitical tensions continue to rise, their impact on businesses and consumers will be profound, shaping the future of industries and economies around the world. Understanding this complex landscape is essential for navigating the challenges ahead. Competition with local EV brands. The electric vehicle market is booming, and competition is growing, particularly in China. In recent years, local EV brands like BYD and NIO have gained significant ground, creating a more challenging environment for foreign companies like Tesla. While Tesla was a pioneer in the electric car industry, local manufacturers are catching up quickly, offering a variety of models that cater to the specific preferences of Chinese consumers. These local companies have a better understanding of the Chinese market and have tailored their products to meet local needs. For example, their cars often incorporate features that resonate with Chinese culture and preferences, making them more attractive to local buyers. Additionally, these brands benefit from government support, such as subsidies and incentives, which make it easier for consumers to choose domestic options over foreign ones. As competition intensifies, Tesla must work hard to maintain its market share and stay relevant. To do so, the company will need to continually innovate, offering advanced technology and features that differentiate its cars from those of its competitors. Tesla's ability to adapt and respond to the shifting landscape in China will be crucial to its success in the future. In addition to competing with other brands, Tesla can strengthen its position in the market by building strong relationships with local suppliers and gaining a deeper understanding of the unique needs of Chinese consumers. As the electric vehicle (EV) market continues to grow, the rivalry between international and local brands will play a key role in shaping the future of electric transportation, making it an exciting space to watch. Safety regulations in the EV industry. Safety regulations are essential for protecting everyone on the road, ensuring that vehicles meet specific standards to keep drivers, passengers, and pedestrians safe. In the rapidly evolving world of electric vehicles, like those produced by Tesla, safety remains a top priority. As more people embrace electric cars, it's crucial to have strict guidelines in place to guarantee these vehicles are safe and reliable. For example, every new car model must undergo rigorous testing to evaluate its crashworthiness. While crash tests may look alarming, the cars are often safer than they seem, thanks in part to features like a key missing component and their performance under different conditions. Battery safety is particularly critical for EVs since overheating or fires can present serious risks. Different countries have their own safety regulations, and manufacturers must comply with these to sell their cars in specific markets. In China, where Tesla has faced challenges recently, the government tends to scrutinize foreign companies closely, ensuring they meet local safety standards. Tesla must remain vigilant in addressing any concerns to maintain its reputation and market presence. Safety regulations also influence consumer trust. When buyers know a car has passed extensive safety tests, they feel more confident in their purchase. As the EV market grows, understanding and adhering to safety standards will be vital for manufacturers. Economic protectionism and its impact on EVs. Economic protectionism is a strategy where countries take measures to shield local industries from foreign competition. In a globalized world where products easily flow across borders, some nations are taking steps to prioritize homegrown businesses. This approach has significant implications, especially in industries like electric vehicles, where competition is fierce. As demand for electric vehicles surges, countries like China are implementing policies to support domestic manufacturers. These might include tariffs on imported cars, subsidies for local brands, or stricter regulations that foreign companies must meet in order to sell their vehicles. Such policies create challenges for international players like Tesla, who must navigate these obstacles to succeed in the market. The goal behind protectionism is to strengthen the local economy by keeping jobs and investments within the country. By supporting domestic companies, governments aim to encourage innovation and create a more resilient economy. However, protectionism can also lead to higher prices for consumers and reduced choice in the market. While protectionism can benefit local industries in the short term, it can also lead to trade tensions when one country feels that its economic interests are being threatened by another's policies. As global markets continue to evolve, finding a balance between supporting local businesses and promoting free trade will be key. Understanding the dynamics of economic protectionism is important for both companies and consumers, as it will shape the future of industries worldwide. Tesla's revenue and the impact of market challenges. Tesla has become a household name, synonymous with electric vehicles, revolutionizing the auto industry with innovative technology and sleek designs. However, recent challenges, particularly in markets like China, have raised concerns about the potential impact on Tesla's revenue. China is one of Tesla's largest markets, so any setbacks there could significantly affect the company's financial performance. When Tesla faces bans or restrictions, like the recent one, it can create a ripple effect. Sales in China may decline drastically, leading to a dip in overall revenue. Since a large portion of Tesla's profits come from China, losing access to this market could be a major blow. Investors and analysts are closely monitoring these developments, as they can affect stock prices and growth projections. Additionally, competition from local EV brands presents another challenge. Chinese manufacturers like BYD and NIO are ramping up production, offering more affordable options, which could make it harder for Tesla to maintain its market share. To stay competitive, Tesla may have to reduce its prices or increase marketing expenses, which could squeeze profit margins even further. On the flip side, Tesla has a strong track record of resilience and adaptability. The company's ability to innovate and explore new markets could help offset some of the losses from restricted sales in China. In summary, while challenges in markets like China pose risks to Tesla's revenue, the company's ability to adapt and innovate will be crucial in navigating these turbulent waters. Keeping an eye on these developments will be essential for anyone interested in the future of electric vehicles. Elon Musk's response to challenges. Elon Musk's reaction to news that could impact his beloved Tesla is always closely watched. Known for his bold statements and unpredictable tweets, Musk is never one to shy away from addressing challenges head-on. When the recent ban on Tesla cars in China was announced, it sent Elon Musk has previously stressed the importance of engaging with key stakeholders, including government officials and consumers, to understand their concerns. In light of the recent ban, it's likely that he would reach out to Chinese authorities to open a dialogue, aiming to clear up any misunderstandings regarding Tesla's data practices or safety standards. Musk is also adept at turning challenges into opportunities. He might seize this moment to highlight Tesla's commitment to innovation and transparency, reassuring both consumers and investors. His effective communication, often via social media, helps rally support and keep his followers informed throughout the journey. Additionally, Musk may shift his focus toward expanding Tesla's presence in other markets, showcasing the company's resilience and adaptability. He understands that setbacks are part of the business world, often using them as motivation to drive the brand forward. Broader implications for the EV industry. The recent challenges faced by Tesla, particularly the ban on its cars in China, have wider implications for the electric vehicle (EV) industry. As the market for EVs continues to grow, the dynamics between international and local brands are rapidly shifting. This situation highlights how quickly things can change in the industry. One of the key takeaways is the rise of local brands in major markets like China. Companies such as BYD and NIO are gaining popularity and reshaping consumer expectations by offering affordable, innovative vehicles tailored to local tastes. This increased competition is pushing other manufacturers to innovate, which could lead to better products for consumers. Furthermore, government policies favoring local industries can create barriers for international players as they face stricter regulations to protect domestic brands. The global EV landscape may become more fragmented, making it harder for companies to operate across borders. Consumer confidence is also at stake. If buyers perceive foreign brands as less trustworthy or safe compared to local ones, it could influence their purchasing decisions. This shift could impact how EV manufacturers market their products and engage with consumers. Potential repercussions for U.S.-China trade. The ban on Tesla cars in China has sparked discussions about its potential impact on U.S.-China trade relations. These two economic giants have a complex relationship, and incidents like this can significantly affect their interactions. The ban could escalate tensions between the two nations. When one country imposes restrictions on a prominent foreign brand, it's often seen as a protective measure that threatens the interests of the other. This could lead the U.S. to respond with its own measures, further escalating trade disputes and creating a cycle of retaliation. If other American companies face similar restrictions, it could raise broader concerns about doing business in China. This uncertainty may discourage investment and slow down U.S. exports to China, potentially affecting jobs and economic growth. In response, U.S. policymakers might push for stronger support for domestic industries, especially in the EV sector, if foreign markets become less accessible. This could lead to a shift in the U.S. economy and trade landscape, reshaping how the country approaches manufacturing and innovation. In conclusion, the challenges Tesla faces in China have far-reaching consequences. not only for the automotive industry, but also for US-China trade. These developments highlight the delicate balance between the two nations and the potential ripple effects on global trade. As the US and China navigate their relationship, the impact on international markets will be closely watched. Public perception and PR fallout. In today's fast-paced world, public perception is critical to the success of any brand, and Tesla is no exception. The recent ban on its cars in China has drawn significant attention, leading to potential PR fallout that the company must handle carefully. Tesla's reputation is vital for its continued growth and market presence, and how the company responds to challenges can shape public opinion. Musk is known for his direct communication style and often engages with fans and critics on social media. This transparency can work in Tesla's favor if he addresses safety and data security concerns directly with the public. However, if the company comes across as defensive or evasive, it could harm its reputation. Consumers may start to question Tesla's commitment to safety and data security, which could push them toward local brands they feel better align with their concerns. Additionally, negative media coverage could amplify these issues, further damaging Tesla's brand image. A strong public relations strategy will be essential to mitigate any fallout. By focusing on positive stories, such as innovations and customer testimonials, Tesla can steer the narrative in a more favorable direction. We are closer than ever to the rapture and the tribulation, and as the world moves toward the end of days, there is still hope to be found in God's Word. The signs of the rapture are unfolding before us. Let's explore the events happening around the world right now. According to a recent survey on Christian eschatology, nearly 9 out of 10 pastors believe current events align with what Jesus predicted would happen before his return to earth. A Lifeway research poll among pastors from both evangelical and historically black churches showed that 97% believe Jesus Christ will physically return to earth. As Christians prepare to celebrate Jesus' resurrection, many pastors feel that the signs of his return are becoming more evident. Scott McConnell, executive director of Lifeway Research, mentioned these opinions were shared before the possibility of a global pandemic. At least 34% of pastors believe Jesus was referencing present-day events when he spoke about the end times. Key indicators include an 83% rise in false prophets and teachings, 81% of believers growing indifferent in their faith, 79% of traditional morals being increasingly rejected, 78% of wars and conflicts, 76% of natural disasters like earthquakes, and 75% of people abandoning their Christian faith. However, 10% of pastors believe these are not part of the birth pains Jesus mentioned. More than half of pastors, almost 60%, believe Jesus will return during their lifetime. Because of these views, 89% of evangelical and historically black church pastors agree that it is vital to communicate the urgency of Christ's coming. Many pastors also point to events involving Israel and the Jewish people as fulfilling biblical prophecy and signs of the end times. About 40% believe the U.S. Embassy moving to Jerusalem is a warning, and over 60% think that a new temple will be built in Jerusalem, fulfilling Ezekiel's prophecy, Ezekiel 40-48. Many people associate the end times with Israel, particularly Jerusalem, as 73% believe Christ will return and reign in Jerusalem, fulfilling God's promises to King David. Jesus made it clear that no one knows the exact moment of the rapture, not even him or the angels, as stated in Matthew 24:36. However, prophetic events provide signs that anticipate what's to come as the world approaches the end of the age. Jesus mentioned several signs to indicate his return was near, and we are seeing these signs more clearly in today's world. The rapture, as described in 1 Thessalonians 4:16-17, tells us that Jesus will descend from heaven with a commanding shout, the voice of the archangel, and the trumpet call of God. On that day, those who have died as believers will rise from their graves, and those of us still living will be caught up in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air, where we will be with him forever. As we approach the end times, Jesus warned of an increase in deception from false teachers, as noted in Matthew 24:4-5. Watch out that no one deceives you, for many will come in my name, claiming, I am the Messiah, and will deceive many. More people will seek leaders, including mystics and religious figures, who claim to have superior knowledge. Deception is a significant issue in the church today, and it's not a new one. Before King Josiah's religious reforms in ancient Israel, priests set up idols of false gods in the temple, and the people supported this idolatry. They didn't fully reject God but treated him as just one of many gods. This syncretism, a blending of beliefs, is widespread in today's world. Our culture of tolerance, which benefits everyone except Christians, often makes it difficult for believers to speak the truth. Many immoral actions are widely accepted, and society often considers speaking about ultimate truths as offensive. As a result, some churches and pastors have abandoned sound doctrine. This isn't just a passing trend. Dishonesty has become widespread in society. Given the misinformation and confusion today, we must focus on the solution: Jesus Christ. As he said in John 14:6, "I am the way and the truth and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me." He also promised that the truth would set us free. Jesus also told us that the end of the age would be marked by wars and rumors of wars, with nations rising against each other. As discord increases, it may be a sign of the times. The book of Revelation describes the tribulation period as a time of constant, escalating war that will engulf the entire world. While many nations are currently at peace, international relations are becoming increasingly unstable. Reports show that half of all research scientists are involved in developing weapons, and for every man, woman, and child on Earth, there is at least one military weapon. As we witness these events unfold, it is essential to remember that the signs of the end times are becoming more visible, and Jesus' return is drawing nearer. In 2019, global military spending reached a staggering $1.92 trillion, a sharp increase that reflects growing tensions worldwide. As concerning as this figure is, the Bible has long predicted an escalation of violence, border disputes, racial conflicts, and national struggles in the end times. Along with these conflicts, Jesus spoke in Matthew 24:7 about famines, pestilences, and earthquakes in various places. We live in a time where it's hard to turn on the news without seeing efforts to raise funds for feeding the hungry. Despite God blessing us with a productive and abundant planet, millions of people worldwide still face food insecurity. COVID-19 has heightened global awareness of how vulnerable we are to new diseases, but it's far from the only health crisis. The World Health Organization has reported recent outbreaks of yellow fever, the plague, Nipah virus, meningitis, and other diseases. To make matters worse, antibiotic-resistant superbugs are on the rise. The frequency and severity of earthquakes have also increased. Between 1900 and 1969, there were about 6 major earthquakes every 10 years. But now significant earthquakes occur more than once a month, shaking the world every year. These disasters are all signs pointing to the imminent return of Jesus Christ. Jesus also warned that in the end times, there would be intense hostility toward God's people. In Matthew 24:9, he said, "Then they will hand you over to be persecuted and put to death, and you will be hated by all nations because of me." We are already witnessing signs of this. Headlines are filled with stories of Christian business owners being pressured to set aside their faith to embrace secular, progressive ideas. Christian professors are often overlooked for promotions in favor of others, and Christianity is under attack across America. Globally, the situation is even worse. According to Open Doors, over 340 million Christians face severe persecution. During the 2021 reporting period, 4,488 churches and Christian-related structures were attacked, and 4,277 Christians were arrested, condemned, or imprisoned without trial. These are just the recorded incidents. Many more will suffer for their faith as the tribulation draws near. The Olivet Discourse in the Bible offers one of the most comprehensive outlines of prophecy regarding the end times. Jesus shared these insights so we could understand the times in which we live. In Matthew 24:6, he advised us, "See to it that you are not alarmed. These things must take place." Biblical prophecy tells us that despite all the deceit, conflict, and devastation of the last days, God's power remains unmatched. Even during events like the COVID-19 pandemic and the rise in persecution, Scripture reminds us in Isaiah 46:10 that God knows the end from the beginning and his plan will endure. Viewing the end times from this perspective allows us to understand that we are all players on God's stage, and the final act is drawing near. This realization should inspire us to stay focused and energized, knowing that the ultimate victory belongs to God. In conclusion, how Tesla handles its public image in light of recent challenges will be critical to its future success. The way it communicates with its audience and addresses concerns will determine whether it maintains its leadership in the electric vehicle market.